Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. Um, we've got Lewis in already, but he says he can't stop. He's going to watch the replay. So anyway, hi Lewis. He's from Portugal, Lisbon, beautiful country, beautiful city. And I hope you enjoy the replay. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi to everybody. Okay. We should be streaming live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And so I will be heading over to Facebook in the near future because that's where we see most of the comments. But before we go, I just want to tell you what We Share Abundance is. We are a cloud nation, not a business opportunity or anything like that. Although within our nation, we have different ways that people can generate income. There is no fee to become a citizen, and we accept people from every corner of the globe. We're a non-separatist organization. That means we don't classify people. We don't put them in pigeonholes because they're fat, thin, old, young, black, white, or whatever. So it doesn't matter what you are, what your gender is, what your color, class, creed is. It doesn't matter what your financial status is or your educational level. We only see everyone as a human being, part of one big family of humanity. And we recognize that every human being is unique and so has something unique to offer our community and is therefore of equal value to every other member of our community. And I see we've got somebody else in on YouTube from Nigeria. We have Uthman. And hi there. So wherever you're watching from, whatever time of day, whether you're watching live or the replay, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. And we'll crack on because it is a weekend and I know a lot of you got other things to do. So we'll get through things as quickly as we can. We will be having a short affirmation to help us maintain that non-separatist ideology we have. And before that affirmation, we'll have a little prayer to help us find happiness. Everybody wants to be happy, but not everybody knows how. You can't buy it. You can get short-term pleasure from various things that you might be able to buy with cash, but you can't buy happiness, not that pure lasting happiness that is always within you. There are people with lots of money and they're still struggling. They're still wondering what it is they're missing. They've got all the houses. They've got everything materially that they could want. They've got relationships. They've got all sorts, but they're not happy. There's still something missing. And that is only fulfilled by loving service to others. And that's what our prayer is about. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that you don't then have to chase after everything else you want because it will be attracted to you. And the more people you serve and the more effort and value you put into the service that you offer other people, the more everything will flow to you. And it's a really good way of life. It'll bring you happiness and everything you want and need in life. And that's what our prayer is about. So I'm going to head over to Facebook, but before I go, I'm going to make sure my speakers are off so that we don't get feedback. And then I'm going to click on Facebook, and we'll be looking for We Share Abundance Publicly group. And we'll be looking for the 20th, isn't it? Yeah, the 20th of January. The month's almost gone. I know it's 2/3 of the way through. You can say there's a third of a month left, but time flies. Okay, so I've got the comments panel up in Facebook, and we will get on with what we have to do. Okay. So we're going to get started now with that short prayer, and then we will have that little affirmation, and then we'll bring you up to date with what's been going on today, where we're going, where we've come from, for those of you that don't know. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service, and through service attracts true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And the affirmation that we are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind and soul of thy world. Okie dokie. We got Werner in from South Africa, and Ahmad from somewhere, not sure where, saying good afternoon. It's always lovely when people put in where they're from, because that way everybody likes to know. I would guess with a name like Ahmad that it's quite possibly India, but it's just a guess. I don't know. So if you can let us know where you're from, Ahmad, just for the benefit of everybody else. Okay. Right, let's get on with where we are. Devyani was working today, and so we have checked that really complicated module in the 777 plan, and that is the allocation of those free paid entries. I'm not sure what we're going to call them. For people, and how it all works, because that is what drives the system. That is the engine. It's the fuel, it's the everything to do with it. And we are now moving on to the next module, which is less complicated, and that is the allocation of the Power of One bonus to members within the 777 plan, because you can get 100% bonus once you have your first 7 positions filled. So 100% bonus means if you've earned $50, instead you're going to get paid 100. Makes it worthwhile, doesn't it? So fill it, those first 7 positions, as quickly as you possibly can. Right. What else? So that's where we are with development. Devyani doesn't normally work on Saturdays, but she felt like she wanted to come in and do something because she had a day off through the week because she wasn't feeling 100%. I've been working on that with her. I've also been catching up on my affiliate marketing training, mentorship, and I am pretty much up to date. I've got a couple of blog posts to do tomorrow, and I'll be up to date with one of the mentors. I've got a bit of catching up to do with the other mentor, but it's been a really good session over the last couple of days with this particular plan. And for probably 10 years I've known about tagging people in autoresponders, but I've never taken the time to learn how to do it. And in this coaching that I'm in, we were taught in this week's lessons and homework and training about tagging. Now, it's not gone into depth on it yet, but we have already learned and put in some tags. And what's the benefit? The benefit is you know what people are responding to, you know what they want, you know what they like, you know why they joined, you know lots of things about them through the tags. And you can then be more targeted with any offers that you have, depending on what somebody wants and needs. And I know it's about 8 years ago or 9 years ago or something like that, maybe 10 years ago, I was in a seminar down in London, and I was talking to a guy there. He was one of the presenters at the seminar, but I was talking to him, and he was talking about email lists and how he controls them and how he tags them and things. And it got a bit complicated for me, I must confess, and I just never made the time to learn about it. But being in this mentoring now, I'm pretty much forced to move forward and keep up with everything that's going on. But the bottom line is that this guy had a relatively small list. I think it was about 4,000 people. And yet he was making $20,000 a month off his list. And he actively discourages people from joining his list. He turns away a lot of people from his list. And, he was operating in a way that not really anybody else was at that time, I don't think, because it's always been get as many people in as you can, send them all the offers until they buy or they leave your list. And that's been the sort of email philosophy for all the top earners pretty much. But this guy is very, very different. He was very selective. He kept his lists small, but he knew them. He built wonderful relationships with them. He had like a 90% open rate when he sent an email. I mean, most people have like a 10% or less. And when he offered products to people, he had like a 70% buy rate when he sent a link out to people. But he didn't send it to everybody on his list. He always had them so well classified that that he was really targeting the right people with the right offers and things. And so this, I think, is going to be much the way forward with lists in the future, because, I mean, this guy was 10 years ahead of his time, wasn't he? But with the new rules, or whatever you want to call them, that the major email providers are putting in force, it's going to be increasingly difficult to get your emails delivered. And so you need to make sure that you have the right relationships, the right way to get people into your list and keep them in your list and keep them opening and engaged in what you're sending. Because if you don't, it affects your like email score. It's a bit like your credit score. You know, if you've got a low credit score, you can't borrow money. If you've got a low email score, your emails don't get delivered. I'm not talking about personal emails. You know, if you're sending an email to your dad or your son or your uncle or your best friend or whatever, I mean, that's a different matter. I'm talking about people that are sending out emails to different subscribers, you know, subscriber lists, sending out bulk emails. And the major providers, I think Google provides something like 70 or 80% of all public emails, and Yahoo takes up most of the rest. And then there are bits and pieces by various other providers. But they basically are saying, you know, if we think you're spamming, you're not going to go into a spam folder. You're not going to go into any folder. We're not going to let that email go out to our clients. And And so it is very important what is happening now in the industry, and it is going to change things. And people that don't change with it are going to go from making thousands of dollars to making nothing. Okay. So it's been quite an intensive session, and it's taken me really 2 days to go through it and do the homework. I'm still not 100% with it. I've done it. I've got everything that I wanted set up in the way that it should be. I modified the strategy slightly, but to all intents and purposes, it is exactly what has been taught, and so it's there. And it's working, and you can opt into that list if you want. If you go to my blog, there is a thing in the what they call it, sidebar. I couldn't put a link in here the other day. Let me see. It didn't go through for whatever reason. Let me put it in on this computer, which is the same account as my broadcasting account, or whatever you want to call it. Let me get the comments up. Okay, let's see if it works here. It's how do we send it? Is that gone? No. I think Facebook must block links. Oh no, it has. It's come up just now. So if you go there and you want to subscribe to that list, you can do. I will be closing down a lot of other lists in the near future. So that is one that I will be asking people to subscribe to anyway, because I will be deleting some lists, getting rid of them. It'll save me money. I'm paying lots of money out, and I'm sure a lot of people don't open the emails, and it's costing me hundreds of dollars a month in autoresponder fees, because I've got huge numbers of people, but most of them are probably not even opening the emails. So it will make things better, I suppose, is the word. Okay, so let's see who else we've got in. Who had we got up to when we did the we had Werner in. Oh, that's right. And we had Ahmed, and we didn't know where he was from, but I guessed it was India, I think, but I don't know. We've got Bozina in from Edinburgh, up in Scotland. She said it was windy up there yesterday. It's windy down here today, so it's going to be getting windier all over, I think. We've got Richard in from Devon, not far away from me. Leon, it's a great day in California. Well, that's nice to know. A lot of the States, I believe, is very cold, but it's not cold here, but it's been a funny winter. Been either very wet or very dry and cold, or wet and windy, and it looks like it's getting back to wet and windy at the moment. Okay, we've got Kingsley in from Manchester, Akpomade in from Nigeria. Okay, so that is that is what I'm up to. That blog, tomorrow I will get a couple of, well, I'll get at least one blog post done. I had ideas for a couple of blog posts that I was going to make anyway, but I've got more ideas now, so I'm not quite sure what I'm going to post about. But I'll try and keep it in order and get things right. Incidentally, if you do opt into that list, it has a very, very, very good what would we call it? Training course, I suppose. I think there are 31 videos in it. They're all short. It's not like, it's not like 31 hours or anything like that. Some of them are like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. It's in 8 modules, and it's all about WordPress blog, how to set one up, how to get started. And then it goes through all the basics, and then it goes beyond the basics into the advanced stuff. And it'll tell you everything that you ever need to know about having a WordPress blog and getting the most out of it. So that is a gift that you get with registration. Okay, let me put that also into the app here. For people on YouTube or Twitch. It doesn't seem to have gone in. Oh, yes, it has. I think. Seems to have gone in for one of them, but not the other. It's gone in for YouTube, which is the main one, I suppose. It doesn't seem to have gone in for Twitch, which it normally does. Maybe it's not working on Twitch today. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, so let's get back where we were. Right. So that's it really for the updates. We've got numbers. They're very quiet again, very low again. I think we've upset a few people that were, for want of a better word, gaming the system. But it is what it is, and it doesn't matter, We're going to build in a good, solid way with our programs. That, in fact, I wrote something down about it. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. I wrote down to grow naturally by the wind of love, spreading seeds of hope, to flourish in all fertile minds. Okay, so that's the way I see our growth going. Naturally, spreading seeds of hope. Okay, so that is how we're going to grow. But we have still got a net increase of 1 in our registered members to 41,597. That's a net increase because we always take out 50, 60, 70, sometimes over 100 people that haven't logged in for a couple of months. We have an increase of 5 in our active members. To be classed as active now has to be KYC verified. in the past, when we talked about an active member, they could be an active member. They could just register and they would be classed as an active member because they couldn't log in days last month, so they're active in this month. They didn't have to KYC verify. So now it's a more realistic number. We got an increase of 5 to 4,322. Multiply Weezer, no change in the membership figures there, but the bonus pool did go up by enough cents to get us into the next dollar to $10,329.34. I don't have anything else to say really, apart from I've not mentioned raffle tickets to anybody. I keep forgetting all about raffles. We will be having the draw tomorrow. I've no idea how many tickets have been sold. But if you want your tickets, go out and get them now. It's $100 for the top prize. It's your money back for the second prize. It's $1 and you get $1 back. I think it should come up and tell you anyway when you get in there. I think that's what we set it at for this this coming week. So that'll be drawn tomorrow night. There won't be any development done. I've not heard from Rohit since I don't think we've got anything from him here on the ShareHope. He needs to just adjust that matrix. He's not been in. He'll probably be in tonight, tomorrow, whenever. And he will get it sorted out. And then I can finalize the testing. And that is really on how the payments are made. Because with it having weekly payments, for your referral bonus, if you like, whatever you call it. If you introduce somebody and you get $5, that would be paid weekly. The matrix is updated weekly because of people that are joining on a weekly basis, but we can't pay on the matrix every week. We can only pay on it every 4 weeks because the update goes on a 4 weekly basis, so we'd be running out of cash if we paid it every week. So we have to check that is working right. But other than that, it's all looking very, very good. So I don't think it'll be too long. It just depends on how long it takes for Devyani to do the integration with our wallet and our database. And then that ShareHope plan can go live. And it will, whatever I said, grow organically with the wind of love spreading seeds. What did I put? Spreading seeds of hope to flourish in all fertile minds. Okay. So I think that's it. The raffle, ShareHope. Yep, I think that's it. I did send a message out about something. Oh yeah, I know. It's in your dashboard, but the Ripple Reward Solutions, or whatever it's called, plan that is being launched to help the Havasu raffle tickets sales. I'm not convinced it's going to do that, but it nevertheless is a plan that can benefit everybody that gets involved in it. You don't have to pay anything. They do have a subscription, which I would discourage you from getting involved in, but that's up to you. You don't need it. You can just get involved. And in this they're in like a pre-launch at the moment. And I think there's a week, I think it's only a week, where you can introduce as many people as you can, and you get points for that. And those points you can swap for goods in the penny auction. I think you get 5 points for everybody you refer, and that is in our multiple income streams now. It's there for you. So get signed up and put your affiliate link in, and then let everybody that you refer know about it, because you can play in games and things there. You can win points that you can have the potential of exchanging for different prizes. And there are games in there as well that you can play for cash. I think it's like casino games, but you don't pay anything for it. It's all free. It's paid for by advertising in the same way that everything else is in the site. But I think that those games currently are limited to USA and Canada, the casino type games. I think it's poker and blackjack. But if you're in United States or Canada and you're into playing cards, then it's totally free. You can't lose any money. You can only win. So that's pretty good. Okay. Bozina says, no referral link for Ripple Rewards. What do you mean, no referral link? If you join Ripple Rewards from the link in the dashboard, can I get a screen share done? Let me see. Where are we? Somebody saying, how's Cody doing? He's doing great. He's got a new bed, and he's in it at the moment, just over here down by the side of me on the right. He still has itchiness around his face, and he scratches, and sometimes it bleeds, but I don't know. We'll get to the bottom of it, hopefully, sooner or later. What was I trying to do? I was trying to do a screen share, wasn't I? Share screen. Come on, window. That one, I think. Let me have a look. Okay, is this? Where do we go? Okay, yeah, I think we've got it cracked. Where? Let's get back to Facebook. Oh no, I've got to go and share it on the screen first. Just a minute. Now then, we go back to Facebook and we see if it's working. Should come up in a minute. Okay, yeah, this is one of our test accounts. Let me get back to it. So you log in and you go to your multiple income streams, okay? And I think it's on page 3. So you can go through them all, but I think it's on page 3. And it's here, Rewards Ripple Solutions. And if you click here, that should take you to a registration page. And you create your account. You just put in your information. And this is the referral code that we have, or I have, or We Share Abundance has, whatever you want to call it. It's pre-populated. So when you log into your account, and how do I do that? I don't know. When you log in, let's see if login works. How about that? And we log in. Over here is your referral link, and that would of course be the same as the one that we were just looking at. But when you log into your account, that will be a different code, and you just put that into here. So you would just, where are we? Lost it. Here we go. You would just copy this and you would paste it in this box here. Click update, and you're done. Then when anybody clicks on your link here, it will have your affiliate link in it. Okay, so it's as easy as that. I hope that helps. Stop sharing. Let's go back. Where are we? Here. Okay, so I mean, in the email you sent, no, there's no link in it because I've told you to go to the downline builder because we want to maintain integrity. I don't want you all signing up under me if your sponsor in We Share Abundance has joined Ripple Rewards. You know, we always try and keep that the integrity of our genealogy. So that's why there's no link in there. You go to your dashboard, you go to your multiple income streams, and anything that we promote, join it through your multiple income streams. And that way your sponsor is getting the credit for it. And if your sponsor isn't in, it'll go up to whoever. And if nobody in between you and admin from his account, then it will be that same link. But as soon as you put your link in, anybody that you've referred will then join under you and you'll get the benefit. So that's why there is no link in the message into your into your inbox, Bozina. It's to help you and everybody else, all our members, build their own team. Okay. That is the purpose of the downline builder. That is why it's there. That is why we have those multiple income streams there. And you can add your own programs in using the panel that says downline builder. You've got to be in the Easy Business Builder plan, I think, to add a your own opportunities in there. Okay. So that's it. But it's a good question, Bozina, because perhaps a lot of people didn't understand that, and it's my fault for not explaining it properly. But I think it does say in the message I sent, go to the downline builder and join, and then put your affiliate link in. But I should perhaps have explained it more thoroughly. So thank you for your input. Okay. I don't think there's anything else. Let me check and see if we've got any more in here. I saw something from Toby. Toby saying hello, Wisa. He's from Nigeria. Okay. Okay, that's it, folks. Get out there, do what you can. I know it's weekend, but it's a good time to meet people because a lot of people are out getting recreation and joy and happiness, and they're in good mood. And you say, okay, take a look at this. And you just give them your link. Okay? And they either do or they don't. But at least you've done your part. You've done what you can. Okay? You've helped share what we have. So get out there, be WISA warriors, go the extra mile, and I'll see you here tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. We will, of course, have the raffle drawing. I'll have to send a message out about that. I should do it a few times through the week, but I just don't. Okay, so it means that there's probably less tickets sold. It means you've got a better chance of winning, doesn't it? Okay, look at it that way. So God bless you all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for being We Share Abundance. I love you all, and I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile. See you later, alligator. Come on.